Good afternoon. Welcome to Midcap Radar. I'm Sonal Bhutra, and with me today is Ekta Batra. A lot of action in the markets. We are seeing a swift recovery as far as the Nifty is concerned, down to around 40-odd points, but a lot to discuss. So we'll just do that. Hey, good afternoon, Ekta.
Hi, Sonal. Yes, absolutely. It's turning out to be a session where, the mid-caps, which have been outperformers all this while, are now seeing some amount of significant profit booking relative to at least what we are seeing on the Nifty and the Sensex. So we have the mid-cap index, which is up down around 0.6%, and the bank Nifty as well, which had been outperforming, is now seeing a bit of profit booking. So down around 0.5% currently for the bank Nifty. ICICI Bank numbers tomorrow, that'll be important to watch from a market perspective. These are our top stories this afternoon. Science shines in the fourth quarter, delivers a strong guidance for FY24. Management tells CNBC-TV18 they expect the transportation vertical to post double-digit revenue growth. Emphasis slips after JP Morgan downgrades the stock to underweight and cuts the target, citing challenges in BFSI, telecom, high-tech, manufacturing and retail.
ICICI Prudential slides despite strong fourth quarter. Management tells CNBC-TV18 there is further potential of doubling the value of new business in the next 3 to 4 years.
Sterling and Wilson Renewable Energy slips as losses widen in the quarter. Its unexecuted EPC order book stands at sharp 4,900 crores at the end of FY23.
Okay, all right. Those are the top mid-cap headlines that we are tracking for you. The markets are seeing some recovery from the lows, and that is an accelerated recovery, so to say. 29 points lower on the Nifty right now, and it's courtesy Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty is down 184 points, and that is something that is leading to recovery on the Nifty as well. Mid-cap side of things, they're actually underperforming, but it will be important to track whether we continue to see this recovery and that sustains or not, because the pattern of the market has been quite sideways in last couple of trading sessions. We'll do one thing. We'll move on and talk about the mid-cap index and some mid-cap movers as well. This is our special segment, and Vivek is with us, as always, to take us through the mid-caps, which are moving around in trade. Vivek.
Well, thank you so much for that. After a while, we are actually seeing a bit of underperformance. Let's call it profit booking for the time being, given the fact that we've actually seen a significant and sustained period of outperformance as far as the broader end of the markets are concerned. Some of the names today that are moving on very strong volumes as well. First on our list, Dish TV, we'll wait and watch for any news flow that could come out in this particular name. After a while, up almost 15% in the session. Heremba Industries, not a name that we discuss too often, but the stock is doing very well in this session after a while. Two more names, Lumax Autotech, up on strong volumes today, and Borosil Renewables, after a while, is seeing a bit of a spike up in the session today. Some names that are doing well on very strong volumes, Mahindra Holidays, after a while, is seeing very strong volume action in the session. FDC Limited is up almost 7%. Eureka Forbes as well as Marks & Pharma today are doing quite well with good volume action as well. On the other hand, it's a mix of earnings as well as, some of the stocks that have seen a bit of a run-up in recent times that are seeing profit correction. Sterling and Wilson Solar is now down almost 6%. Gujarat Ambuja Exports, this particular stock was an outperformer in the week gone by, seeing quite a bit of a sharp correction. Gland Pharma as well as City Union Bank, both seeing profit booking at higher levels.
All right, Vivek, thanks very much for that. So a lot of earnings which are standing out in today's trading session, or rather earning reactions. But good time then to get a technical check-in. Himain Kapadia of KR Choksi Securities joins in for what he's tracking in terms of the end of the week. Himain, hi, welcome to the show. Well, what is your sense? Because specifically, I actually wanted to start by asking you about the financials, because that has been relatively better as compared to the Nifty and the Sensex. Now we're seeing profit booking seep into the Bank Nifty. How would you approach it?
A very good afternoon, Ekta. Thank you for having me on the show. Like you said, they were outperforming. Frankly speaking, the laws of gravity need to work. The Nifty has had a 1,000-point rally. The Bank Nifty has had a humongous move. And like you said, the outperformance there. Gravity is catching up. And now also we have an expiry week coming in. And if you see the retracement, what I mean to say is the rise has been good, quite solid as far as the Nifty and Bank Nifty. But the Bank Nifty is refusing to decline further. What I mean to say is, comparing the size of the rise, the decline has been quite shallow. So the undercurrent remains good. The VIX is below 12, so I don't expect anything majorly happening, not a big move. But yes, what could happen is we could spend a few days consolidating, moving sideways in a tight range. But more importantly, everything seems hunky-dory. it is a correction within an up move. So the outlook remains positive. I wouldn't be unduly worried. And I also believe that this could be an opportunity to buy certain stocks if you missed out on something, because the move which started from 16,850, I believe is not yet over.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's the take on the index, Himain. In a market like this, where you're expecting such moves to actually take place, what would your individual technical bets be?
Okay, couple of stocks which Sonal stand out. Firstly is a buy call on Asian Paints. Okay, crude oil going down and all is fine, but on technical parameters, we've been moving sideways for around 9 weeks. Now we are beginning to see technical green shoots. The oscillators on the not only on the daily, the weekly charts have also given crossover buys. It has just closed above the 55-day exponential moving average yesterday. Higher tops, high bottoms. Everything seems to suggest that the stock is in the midst of a decent bounce, and the bounce has some way to go. Buy on Asian Paints at 2870, stop loss 2800, target of 3010. The second stock is a buy call on Indian Hotels. We've been moving sideways over here. I believe there's an inverted head and shoulder from which it is breaking out on the weekly chart. And the consolidation phase has been almost 5.5 months. So one can buy, but it's a conditional buy call. One can buy Indian Hotels at 330, stop loss 318, target 354. I believe the all-time high is 347 and 354 is a modest target. If the breakout comes in like I think it will, I believe it will get overshot. So.
Okay. Himain, just before we let you go, I had a quick, question with regards to the entire pharmaceutical space, which has intermittently shown strength over the past 2 to 3 odd weeks. How would you approach a stock such as Divi, Cipla?
Okay, Cipla, frankly speaking, Ekta is in a bounce back. We had very strong support at 850 over the last couple of years, and that has held firm. We've fallen off a cliff from what, 1180? Short-term oversold. I think the bounce is underway. The bounce is not yet over. Overall, the pharma pack is looking a bit dicey, but Cipla is, from a longer-term point of view, Dr. Reddy and Glenmark look good, but Cipla is in the throes of a bounce, and I believe there is some more juice left in the bounce. Ekta.
Okay. All right, Himain, thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great weekend ahead. That's some technical check on the markets. We'll slip into a break now and connect with Shailesh Vasnani, who's the Vice President, Morbi Ceramic Association. We'll discuss pricing trends and demand as well. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Well, for the markets, we have indicated that there is pressure overall for the indices. We have the Nifty, which is down around 43 odd points, mid-cap index, which is down around 200 odd points. But there are specific stocks which are showing strength. ITC would be one particular stock which stands out. That stock has been a rank outperformer on a year-to-date basis. It's up around 22.6%. It's up 1.5% today and is at a fresh 52-week high. It surpassed that 400 rupee mark currently at around 406 rupees. So good going currently for ITC. So there's definitely buying which is coming into specific stocks despite weakness on the indices. But let's talk about one particular topic. Gujarat Gas has cut prices with effect 1st April 2023 in the industrial segment. Prices have been cut to around 45.91 per SCM versus 49.5 earlier. Shailesh Vasnani, who is the Vice President of Morbi Ceramic Association, and they use the natural gas which is supplied by the state in Gujarat, joins in to discuss this. Hi, sir. Welcome to the show. If you could just lay down what the impact would be for Morbi Ceramic Association, considering the cut which has come through.
Good afternoon. Right now, the cut of Gujarat Gas is really good enough for us, because the industry is also facing a very big problem in our market also. The market has gone down by 8 to 10%. But yes, compared to the Gujarat gas price of 46 rupees as you said, even the propane gases come cheaper, because the price of the propane is 60 rupees per kg. But when we compare the calorific value of propane gas with Gujarat gas, propane gas calorific value is 11,100 and the Gujarat gas calorific value is 8,300. So the comparative price of propane is still 45 rupees. So it is one other way, either it is at par or little cheaper than Gujarat gas. But in the next month, May month pricing of propane gas is forecasted to be 52 rupees per kg. So the targeted price of Gujarat gas must be 42 to 43 to be competitive with the propane gas. So if this doesn't go down, the consumption of the propane will increase and the consumption of the Gujarat gas will go down once again.
Okay,
so we are waiting
right.
for the...
Yes, Mr. Vasnani, that's what I wanted to understand. Because globally, Saudi Aramco has also cut some propane prices. Has this already been reflected in the local pricing? And in anticipation of that, are you bulking up more on propane versus, say, natural gas from Gujarat Gas? What is the current mix between propane and gas?
Right now, let me tell you about some figures of the Morbi consumption. The total consumption of the Morbi is 70 lakhs meter cube per day. From this 70 lakhs meter cube per day, today 43 lakhs meter cube is been consumed by Gujarat Gas and the rest 25 lakhs is been consumed by propane. What happens in propane is propane depends upon the import pricing, right? So the import pricing of the next month is already been declared by the company. So we have been informed that it is going to be 6 to 7 rupees lesser in the next month for the propane. So comparatively, if Gujarat Gas doesn't get down by 4 to 5 rupees, it won't be competitive in the next month. And currently the scenario is 60-40. 60% we are using Gujarat Gas and 40% is the consumption of propane in the total industry.
Okay. Can you just give us a sense in terms of what demand is anyway looking like at this point in time, and what might the utilization levels be in your plants on an average?
Right now, the total Morbi's installed capacity is 82 lakhs meter cube per day. From that installed capacity, current use is 70 lakhs. And from this 70 lakhs, 43 lakhs is Gujarat Gas. But if the Gujarat Gas prices are competitive, it can reach up to 100% level. In the previous years, it was almost 95 to 100% use of Gujarat Gas from the total sector.
Mr. Vasnani, what my colleague meant to ask is, what are the demand trends right now generally from your consumers? You did say that demand is lower by 8 to 10%. Can you split it up for us in the domestic and export markets?
These are what I'm talking is about the domestic market. It has gone down by 8 to 10%. When we talk about the global market, it is 5 to 7% higher than the previous year. So the export market is a little growing, it's not declining. The domestic market is facing a little pressure in this year. And the total market size of our tires in India is about 48,000 crores per year.
Okay. Has there been any impact on business now that China has started coming back fully in terms of production?
No. Currently, it's a good news for India. Ceramic industry of Morbi is exporting to more than 85 countries. And in most of the countries, we are beating against Chinese goods. So right now, our exports are higher than China exports. And luckily, not many countries like Europe and USA has deposited anti-dumping duty against Chinese tires. So in that case, we have a favorable condition on those countries.
Okay. Mr. Vasnani, I also wanted to understand, with the tariff change that has come by in GAIL's pipelines, is that also making Gujarat Gas change pricing in any manner? Because that is something which was supposed to be reducing tariffs, or at least reducing costs for Gujarat Gas. Has that come by? Are you in conversation with Gujarat Gas in any way to tell them that, okay, propane prices are going down, we need a cut from Gujarat Gas as well?
Yeah, we already had the discussion with Gujarat Gas because they have a local office in Morbi, and we are also in discussion with the MD of Gujarat Gas also. So we have a regular conversation with them. But what happens is the pricing policies depend upon the Gujarat government, because government is the major stakeholder of this Gujarat Gas company. So they don't declare in advance before a month or so. So whenever there is a cut, it comes within a notice of a single day. But yes, we are also waiting for a little price cut, and we are hopeful it will be little down compared to the propane.
Oh, okay. Can you give us, what exactly the price differential could be going forward? How much of a price cut are you probably seeking at this point?
For May month, the price of the propane, what they are seeking us is 7 to 8 rupees down per kg. So compared to that price, we are seeking 4 to 5 rupees per meter cube price cut down in Gujarat Gas also. So it will be at par.
Okay.
So we can use more of the Gujarat Gas.
Okay, all right. So it totally depends on what the pricing is. It has been very dynamic in the last couple of years, especially because of the way spot LNG prices have shot up and what we've seen in the global gas markets as well. But demand, according to you, is better in export markets, but has come down a little bit in the domestic markets. Mr. Vasnani, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining us and telling us all about what's happening on ground as far as the tile industry is concerned and the ceramic industry is concerned as well. Thanks a lot for joining us today. So that's the word coming in from Morbi Association. We'll slip into a short break now and get you more on the markets and stock-specific action on the other side. Stay tuned.
Yes. Quiet! It's okay for us to nod for everything, because we are parrots. But your wealth manager? Shouldn't be doing that. You know? No? Oh.
Choose Nuvama. We only do what's right for you and your money. Nuvama. Let's do it right.
After the resounding success of India Inc. On the Move 2022 in Gurgaon, this year we're coming to Mumbai to explore how sustainable practices are the key to long-term success of the manufacturing industry. Get valuable insights from industry luminaries, experts and policymakers on how your business can prosper with this new paradigm for growth. Only at Forbes India and CNBC-TV18 present India Inc. On the Move, Sustainable Manufacturing, powered by Rockwell Automation.
अब तो एक पहचान मिलेगी दुनिया पर अपनी ही चलेगी चैंपियन कहलाने को अपनाएंगे सर
Register for MSME Z certification today. While a general has the power to cool, even in the hottest summers, its sustainable technologies help fight climate change and protect our planet. General, the extreme machine.
घर रेंट पे देना है और ये अब तक ब्रोकर के पीछे पड़ा हुआ है और मैंने नो ब्रोकर पे बिना ब्रोकरेज के एक अच्छा टेनेंट ढूंढ भी लिया।
फ्री में घर लिस्ट करो और आपका नो ब्रोकर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर सब देख लेगा। तो ब्रोकरेज क्यों देना? नो ब्रोकर है ना।
Welcome back. Still tuned into Midcap Radar on CNBC-TV18. While the markets are under pressure, there are some certain stocks which are buzzing and how. So some of them should come up for you on the screen. We have Dish TV, a stock that we don't discuss so often, but today it's made a sudden move. It's up around 17%, but of course, 16 rupee stock there. The other one that I'm watching out for is Nazara Technologies, 9% higher on that stock. There's no news as such, but it is making a comeback. Was at a 52-week low just 2-3 weeks back. The other one is Delivery, which is up 5%. BLS International Services also higher by 5%. They had told us here on CNBC TV18 that they are almost higher than pre-COVID levels across all the geographies, and the Russian geography too is reopening as far as visa services are concerned. Precision Camshafts, the other one, which is at a fresh 52-week high. Some interesting block deals in that name right now. We'll move on and talk about another pocket, which is the life insurance space. Those stocks are trading under pressure. Surbhi is joining us here with what's happening despite decent set of numbers that these companies reported. Surbhi?
As we've been pointing out, that the life insurance monthly data for the month of March is extremely strong, but the stock prices are giving us a different picture. All life insurance companies are trending downwards in today's trading session, and a couple of reasons for that could be: one, this growth is being driven by the increase in the average ticket size of policies and not by the number of policies being sold. And two, this accelerated growth could impact the numbers for FY24 now, as the growth will be on a higher base. Now, all brokerages also have a similar view, but they still are positive on this life insurance space. HSBC says that they have cut down their FY24 APE estimates by 600 basis points. Kotak says Q4 FY23 was higher than their estimates, translating into a higher base, but they will wait for all companies to report their numbers before they revise their FY24 estimates. MK expects a flattish kind of APE growth for FY24. And lastly, Investec says that the budget proposals will impact the value proposition in the high-ticket segment, but according to their estimates, it is only 10 to 12% of the VNB for all life insurance companies. They're all positive for this space, but APE growth for FY24 still remains a concern.
Okay, all right, Surbhi, thanks very much for that. Well, with regards to the insurance industry now, several insurance stocks have posted their business updates and have seen a fall in the recent sessions. Yash is here with the details on this.
Well, Ekta, as Surbhi pointed out, the stocks certainly are not obliging to the strong data which the life insurance industry is posted. As far as the industry is concerned, the strong data was on expected lines. So the life insurance industry, the private life insurance space, has grown its premium by 35% in the month of March on a year-on-year basis. FY23 premium growth, that stands at 20%, and March retail annualized premium equivalent, that has grown by 56% for the private life insurance industry. The star performer here from the private pack has been HDFC Life. The March premium has grown by 83%. The retail APE has grown by 118% on a year-on-year basis. This is followed by a strong performance from Max Life, where the March premium has grown by 43%, and the retail APE seeing a growth of a healthy 60% rate. ICICI Prudential Life, the March premium is up 31%, retail AP grows by 59%. Finally, SBI Life Insurance, the March premium seeing a decent growth of 23%, and the retail AP growing by 12%. The PSU side, which means LIC, was the weak link here. The March premium for LIC, in fact, contracted by 32%. The retail AP grew just by about 10%, which sort of took the entire industry data down, where the March premium for the total life insurance industry was down 13% in the month of March on a year-on-year basis, and FY23 could only grow by about 18%.
All right, Yash, thank you so much for joining us with those updates. With that, we'll take your leave on this edition of Mid-Cap Radar with the news that Nifty has seen some further recovery, courtesy some of these consumption names. So we'll keep tracking markets for you, your stocks when we return.